Hey, welcome back everybody. Today we're talking about a big cheater ban wave, a giant event that's going to be stress testing not only the servers, population, but potentially the larger maps and also the Jade Skin picks. Let's go ahead and break it down. So, yes, it is nice to see another massive ban wave, and I'm still all for having like a feed that shows all the cheaters that have been banned. We do that on our personal community server, not personal, but it's open to the public. You can go ahead and search for that there in the lower right, I'm sorry, left-hand corner. Geez, left and right? Huh? The search by the server ID there. It's open to everybody. If you are looking for Q-Skip, that is done through channel membership. Just do that through YouTube. Go to my community tab after you become a member, and under the post about the server, the members only post will show up, and reply to that. It's just saying, hey, this is my gamertag, colon, and then put your gamertag. Just make it a sentence so YouTube knows that you're a person. But yes, it's really nice to see. We actually were just making comments on that earlier, or on the last video, about how we need another ban wave, and it looks like they've really clamped it down. A lot of people have been reporting that they've seen people get banned, and I was like, yes, please keep this up. And even if it is not like a feed, like a kill feed, like that we'd see on like an FPS or something, but like even in the dev blog, just giving us a nice general outline of how many people are getting pieced, I think it would really help people have more coherent, or even just do more reporting, which does help out a lot. By the way, if you are in my custom server and you see anything nefarious happening, you can use the in-game report system. It goes to us on my community server. Be specific about what has happened, who it is, and what grid they're in. It helps us get to them much, much faster. So, yeah, it's a collective effort to keep the server clean. So please and thank you to all those that have submitted tickets, or even recently or in the past. It always helps out a lot, so thank you very much for that. And you know, we do share our ban list with everybody else too, so it has consequences. You cheat, it has real consequences. So, I mean, I think that's what we all want. We just want legitimate gameplay. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. Okay, on to the next big news that we've kind of seen here. Now, nothing official from them. I mean, officially they did say that they are going to be working on increasing map size and stuff slowly, but officially they haven't said anything about this, but it kind of is, you'll see what I'm talking about. It makes sense that things are happening in this direction. I know Conquer covered this, I think it was a few days ago, a day ago, something like that. But there is on PTB a call out for people to stress test a particular server. So it says if you have, well, servers, if there's a high population, to slam that. I think it's going to be a nice gateway into not only other service providers, but also you know, opening things up to that next stage. So basically, larger populations, larger maps lead to, I mean, they're connected. So if they're saying larger maps or larger populations, it's one and the same thing. So it's all good things. So definitely seeing movement in that direction. And as we know, we kind of, that's like the missing piece we need to move on to the next pieces of content out there. Because if you're looking out here, the map isn't big enough to support too many more monuments. Now, technically, they could squeeze in the subway system, but initially, the subway system came in on a map that was 4K plus on PC, so I don't even know if the current positioning of everything would even do that. Although, performance-wise, believe it or not, since everything is under the map, and I said this last time, I don't think it'll be as big of a performance hit. Now, if the trains come to the surface, that's a completely different story. But I think, again, it's all about size. Like, do we have enough room on the map? Like, because every terminal will have, like, a peaking location that comes out in a monument, but also, like, around the map. So we don't have too many spots. Basically, things are getting crowded, so this is the logical next step here. So let's go ahead and slam those servers when you can. We'll try to do it live on stream as well. We'll head over to the PTB and just try to like do it up. We may even just say what server we're on, so people try to stream snipe us at that point, and then that would really slam the server. So that's like it's stream sniping in a good way. Like, I don't know, we run around and just do something fun. You know what I mean? That would be kind of cool. All right, so as the map stability happens, we're going to start to see other major pieces of content, but we could technically see other changes come in that don't really change the map, but they change the gameplay. We have the research tax, we have the recyclers being less effective in safe zones, and we also have the engineering changes, and another big scrap progression change that's happened on PC. So those could really technically happen at any time for us. Not to mention the other DLC content that's going to be pushed through as well. I mean, we still have the summer DLC, just thinking off top, and that's about the only one I can think of right now because my brain just went freaking blank. But you get the idea. Lots of things can still creep in here. So yes, they're doing a lot of quality of life stuff now, and they did announce it, which is fantastic. But you know, don't be surprised if we see a couple things kind of sneak in here and there. And remember, it's still massive changes on the PC side that we're going to be seeing as things start to come to fruition here over on the console side. Okay, so let's go over to the Jade Skin picks. And here we are back at the skin store. Now we do have 3 repeats, and I guess a repeat over in the special items. The special items, this one's really nice. We don't even have furnace skins, electric furnace skins over on the PC. So this one's a repeat, but this one's a good one because if you missed it before, this is a good time to pick it up. So the radioactive furnace, it's only going to be around for less than a week, actually probably a handful of days by the time you guys get this. This is going for 400 Rust coins if you are looking to pick this one up. It does look really nice at night. I'm a big fan of that one. Also, a special item that's happening here is the Hell's Legion Stone Spear, a custom mesh, as it were. So if you're using the stone spear, not a bad one, but also very, very large, 550. But again, remember, we've got the different gun racks and racks that you can display all your different things. So sometimes this can be some nice decor inside of your base. It's all really up to you. All right, so as you can see, we have 3 repeats here. We're going to go over those first. I do have the numbers for you. And we do break this down with green picks 1 and 2 and orange picks 1 and 2. So if you don't want to be dropping the whole wad on all of these sets, hopefully the rationale in those skin picks will help you narrow it down for yourself. But again, you know, it's up to you entirely. Okay, first repeatable skin here is 1,890, the Demonic Arsenal. And we have this as the MP5 here is going for 450 Rust coins. It does glow in the dark. The tip really glows in the dark. It does look really cool though. We've got the LR300 here at 450 Rust coins. Same idea here. I do really, I say it every time, but it's true. The detail is fantastic. And there is a subtle animation that's happening down the barrel as well. Again, really nice showpiece. And we have the rocket launcher going for 500 Rust coins. Let's make sure my notes are still visible here so we know what's what. Yeah, the art detail is unmatched. 350 Rust coins for the sap. Real sharp. I mean, look at that. That's so good. Did I say 350 Rust coins? It is. And then we have the our good friend Timothy McKillsalot for 500 Rust coins. The Timmy. Man, that's sharp. And we have the SAR piece going for 450 Rust coins. Man, these do look so good. Okay, green first pick is going to have to be the rocket launcher. It just looks too dang good. And it is, dare I say, functional because you've got the light up reticle down the barrel there. For 500 Rust coins, that is really sharp. And you know me, I do love some Timothy action. That sounds so bad. Pause, long pause. The Timothy for 500 Rust coins for the green secondary pick. And for the orange first pick, it's going to have to be the LR300 at 450 Rust coins. I mean, that's too good to pass up, right? The animation down the barrel, so good. I mean, how can you say no to that? You can't. And it should be no surprise that the orange secondary pick is going to be the MP5 at 450 Rust coins. All right, on to the Viking Veteran, which is going for, let me check my notes. Viking Veteran is 1,810 Rust coins for the complete set. Again, if you're looking at getting maybe 3 of these, it does make sense to maybe get the whole set. But again, I would say focus on something you're looking for or gaps you want to fill in like your skin set. Because these are going to be rotating now, so it should be fairly easy to find these when you do need them. You may have to wait a little bit, but my goodness. I remember seeing these when they first came in on the old gen, but I mean, look at the clarity we got here. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so good. Okay, so Viking assault rifle, as I'm just checking it out, it's like, ooh, 500 Rust coins. Nothing glows. Looks so good. We have the metal face mask going for 400 Rust coins. We just say what the full set was, right? Yeah, it was 1,810 Rust coins, so about $18, give or take. Face mask was 400 Rust coins. Metal chest plates here. 400 Rust coins. Man, after looking at the smudgy old version, these always look so good. I keep saying it, but it's true. And then we have the salvage sword for 500 Rust coins. Looks very similar to the regular salvage sword. A bit of a change, but also very similar. We have the pantaloons going for 380 Rust coins. Got some chainmail on your cheeks. And then we've got the hoodie going for 400 Rust coins. Now, this one's a bit tough because, yeah, we have such a mix-up here, but I'm going to have to say, for the green first pick, it's going to have to be the Akis for 500 Rust coins. I mean, just look at this thing. It's immaculate. And because headpieces go so well with just about everything, and this one is got some flair on it for sure, we're going to say the green secondary pick is going to be the metal face mask at 400 Rust coins. And orange first pick is going to be the metal chest plate for 400 Rust coins. The same reasons. And the hoodie to match it, because I think the chainmail does look sharp, for 400 Rust coins for the orange secondary pick. I think that's pretty dang solid. That would look good with anything. Because your arms, your sleeves are the ones that always poke out, right? Right. Okay. Let me check my notes to make sure we got the next one here. The Samurai Scout. This is an old one, for sure. The set is now priced at 950 Rust coins, so under $10, so $9 and a half. We've got the long sword, again, 250 Rust coins. The swords, I mean, they do have like stuff around the hilt and stuff that looks pretty cool, or I guess would be hilt. Not bad, but a little too close to the original. There's more in the hilt here, I think, but anyways, 250 Rust coins. Not a bad set, though. It does look sharp altogether. We have the assault rifle going for 250 Rust coins. This is the first time I've really seen this with the updated skin. Jeez. That looks good, huh? The road sign kilt. Just zoom on this mannequin's crotch, huh? Uncomfortable. 200 Rust coins. We have the road sign jacket for 200 Rust coins. The coffee can helmet for 200 Rust coins. Nothing glows on this piece. On this piece. Okay, so green first pick is going to have to be an assault rifle that just looks too good. And man, this is going to look really good. Even with the basic, what would you call it, a gun rack over your door frame, this would be so good. Plus, it'd be nice quick access. Nice showpiece. So 250 Rust coins for the green first pick. And for the accent pieces, much like the metal face mask, the road sign coffee can helmet is going to be my green secondary pick at 200 Rust coins. And to square it off, the orange first pick is going to have to be the road sign jacket for the samurai set at 200 Rust coins. To match that set, orange secondary pick is going to have to be the road sign kilt, also 200 Rust coins. These are all good accent pieces, I think, all around. So it is kind of crazy that we got 3 of these all at once, right? Like repeats, but that's also good because since we don't really have a marketplace, this is like our chance to pick up other things. So again, if you're looking to kind of square off your armor sets or even some of the weapon sets or get some flare pieces, I think the Demonic Arsenal is probably pretty good for some flare pieces because of those animated barrels. Maybe not super functional, but again, if you're big D in it and you own the server, maybe you want people to know that you're coming out and owning them. Who knows? Okay, so on to the new, and I love deployables, and this is extremely functional. Little tactical cylinder here. Tiger camo architecture. Honestly, super affordable. I'm so glad they're pricing these lower. I think this whole set is like a must-have, personally. 500 Rust coins, so dang good. Okay, we have the sheet metal door for 120 Rust coins. Extremely functional. Sheet metal doors you use all the way through the game. Single pass-throughs. Sheet metal double door, very useful. You can also see, a little bit through the door. Yeah, that's sheet metal double door. We have the garage door. Does this have a little? Oh, it does. Oh my goodness. 120 Rust coins, extremely reasonable. Obviously nothing glows on this. Armored door, 200 Rust coins. Again, if you open that hatch door, you would see through that little gap there. Not super visible, but you at least see movement. We have the armored double door for 120 Rust coins. Man, I love deployables. And the wooden door, 120 Rust coins. Honestly, I think these all have an extreme use, especially essentially forest camo is what this comes down to. So I would say if you can't buy anything else and you need something functional, this is probably the one to get at 500. I mean, literally it's 100 more than the furnace. That's crazy. Yeah, this is so good. I mean, literally, we can now paint our outside of our bases. I was like, our house, the outside of our bases, and now we can have the doors match that too. So if you're in a nice like wooded area, or even when the jungles come out, it's going to be extremely hard to see your base, and that's the point, especially if you're playing solo. All right, so green first pick is kind of a no-brainer. We have to do the sheet metal door just out of functionality, and I'm gonna have to pick the garage door for the green secondary pick, 120 Rust coins. And the armored door for the orange first pick, 120 Rust coins. But honestly, let's be real. You should get the whole set. And the orange secondary pick, armored double door, 120 Rust coins. Although, if you do use a lot of wooden doors on your exterior, like yes, you can have like better doors on the interior, but this is a great way to kind of hide the fact that it's a wooden door. And it also has a slat there. So each one of these has like an extreme use. So this is a nice mention. Again, I would strongly suggest getting the whole dang set because, I mean, what are you doing if you're not, right? When are we not using, or when are we not putting our base in the forest if you're a solo, right? You're going to want this. You're going to want it, I guarantee it. So that's what we have so far. A lot of exciting stuff coming up. If you do get a chance to go and flood the server over on the PTB to do the testing, the stress testing, please do so. We're going to try to put up multiple streams, so hopefully stress test it. We'll maybe like run around and try to build stuff together as like a just like a community event or something, just to kind of really squeeze it. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you there, and we'll see you in the next live stream /video. Love you. Bye.